Hello, I'm Rose Jacobs and you're watching 𝐊𝐿𝐼𝐼 TV live from Sydney. This is the Stocks in Action show. We'll be looking at stock results during their respective financial year, dividends distributed and their latest updates. Lastly, we'll take a quick glance at developments across the ASX 200, so stay tuned. Firstly, shares of iron ore giant Fortescue Metals were up on Monday after the company shared its full year results for the 2021 financial year on Monday. The company announced it has a record 103% rise in total dividends to $3.58 per share. Its underlying EBITDA record was 96% higher than financial year 2020. FMG's net profit after tax stood at US $10.3 billion, up by 117% from financial year 2020. Importantly, the iron ore firm announced a revised target to achieve carbon neutrality by the year 2030, 10 years earlier than the previous target, with a crucial progress on decarbonisation stretch targets achieved. The total global economic contribution, FMG, has made reports to Australian $30.2 billion in financial year 2021. Moving on to the next news that covers Adore Beauty, an online cosmetic retailer. Adore Beauty shares were trading up on Monday as the company released its full year financial results for financial year 2021, ending 30th of June 21. It posted record-breaking revenue, profit and customer numbers alongside multiple record trading days on the ASX. ABY's revenue was up 48% to the previous corresponding period at financial year 2019 to 2021, a compound annual growth rate of 57%. The gross profit margin of 33.1% was up 1.2 percentage points to the previous corresponding period, majorly from product margin expansion. As per the ASX release, ABY continues to capitalise on the shift to online channels, speedily adding new profitable customers. Next news covers Altium, an electronic design software company. Shares of Altium were trading down on Monday following the announcement of its preliminary financial results for the full year ending on 30th of June 21. Also, the company declared it has a positive outlook for the 2022 financial year. However, the company says these are audited results due to delays in the finalisation of annual audit processes due to the COVID-19 pandemic in New South Wales. Altium has delivered strong revenue growth in the second half of fiscal year 2021 of 16%. The group delivered an underlying EBITDA margin of 36.1% for the full year. The record revenue growth of 42% by Octopart to US $27.0 million for the full year. The strong second half growth in China of 47% to deliver full year double-digit growth. Next news covers Booktopia, Australia's leading online book retailer. Shares of Booktopia were down on Monday, despite the company saying it has strongly beaten its prospectus forecasts for the financial year to June 30th, 21. Booktopia today reported its first results since listing on the Australian Securities Exchange. In the 12 months to June 30, 2021, the company reported total revenue of $223.9 million, a 35% increase on the previous year and 10% above the AU $204.5 million forecast in the company's prospectus. Since 2018, the company has achieved a compound annual growth rate in revenue of 26%. The company also shared it has completed 3 strategic partnerships with Brio Books, Zukal and Welbeck. Last news to be discussed in this session covers Nuix. Shares of software company Nuix are trading down on Monday after the company released its financial results for its full financial year 2021, ending on 30th of June 21. NXL's statutory revenue rose to 0.1% on financial year 2020 and 7.4% on a constant currency basis. The company also reported a pro forma earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation and amortisation of $66.7 million AU, up 20.2% on financial year 2020 and 31.3% constant currency basis. NXL customers displayed a continued willingness to enter into multi-year deals, with these contracts rising to 36.3% of revenue for the full year. It continues to invest in innovation and product development and key projects, including further investment in SaaS capability. And now it's time for a very short break, but stay tuned as I'll be back with more trending updates for the Australian market.
Property by 𝐊𝐴𝐚. Looking for a dream home? Well, that may sound easy, but it isn't. And from looking for a property that is the right fit for you in terms of cost and other factors, to zeroing down on the right mortgage plan, there are various aspects to consider. And for the latest slowdown in the property market, tune in on 𝐊𝐴𝐚 TV with me, Sage. I will give the latest updates on the property market as well as real estate stocks to help you make the right decision. Keep watching Property with 𝐊𝐴𝐚.
Welcome back. This is Rose Jacobs, your host, live from 𝐊𝐴𝐚's studio, and you're watching the Stocks in Action show. Now, before wrapping up, let's quickly glimpse through developments across equity and commodity markets, starting first with ASX 200 performance. The S&P ASX 200 is lower today, dropping 8 points or 0.11% to 7,480.30. Altium is down 6.66%, while Helios was down 4.96%. 6 out of 11 sectors are higher, along with the S&P ASX 200 index. Materials is the best performing sector, while financial and consumer discretionary are today's worst performing sector at 10:47 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. All right, then that's all for now. So stay tuned with 𝐊𝐴𝐚 TV for more live market updates. And we'll be back with more news on markets, the economy and diverse themes and sector.